Campaigning for the first phase of Manipur Legislative Assembly elections ends today. As the day of poll draws nearer, election-related violent incidents are on the rise. And UCM feels many candidates are not serious about territorial integrity. And Manipur Police Polo Club A win the 57th Mountain Division Polo Tournament. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Prime Time English News. I'm Lathima Monica with the latest news updates. Campaigning for the first phase of the 11th Manipur Legislative Assembly elections ended at 3 p.m. today. All district magistrates under the supervision of Chief Election Officer Manipur have imposed ban on any sort of campaigning, political meetings including usage of loudspeakers under 144 CRPC. Speaking to media persons at the press meet at CEO office at Lamphel-Pat, CEO Manipur Vivek Kumar Devangan said all election-related activities have been brought to a halt as the campaigning ended. He said a strict vigil has been maintained in poll-bound areas to ensure no unscrupulous elements engage in activities like illicit distribution of cash, gifts, liquor, etc. to influence the electors to gain political mileage. He also appealed to all the departments concerned to cooperate. It may be mentioned that polling will be held in 38 constituencies in the first phase of the 4th of this month to decide the fate of 168 candidates.
Ban all unlawful assemblies and prohibition of holding a public meetings during the last 48 hours. There is a restriction on presence of political functionary in a constituency after 3 p.m. today. Excise enforcement, we are strictly monitoring from today from 3 p.m. No loudspeaker shall be permitted to be used during the period. We have made a special arrangement for the polling personnel for their welfare. In fact, at all the dispersal points, special arrangements have been made in Churachandpur, Bishnupur, Imphal East West and Kangpur district. Churachandpur, the dispersal has started from yesterday. 67 polling parties have been dispatched yesterday from Churachandpur. Today, they are dispatching 73 polling parties. All the other districts, all the dispersal shall take place tomorrow, 3rd of March. All the critical polling stations, we are providing micro observers. All the polling stations are being covered by central paramilitary forces or state armed police forces who have come from Odisha, Assam, UP also. State police of Manipur we are not using at the polling station to maintain the neutrality. For the first time, NCC, NSS, Scout and Guide, student volunteers will be assisting our CPMF. 2 students volunteers shall be assisting our senior citizen and people with disabilities, and 4 more student volunteers from NCC, Scout Guide who shall be helping the CPMF in maintaining the queue, etc. Already received 280 companies of CPMF deployment. 30 companies will be there for ROP duty on National Highway 37 and National Highway 2. Rest 250 companies would be deployed for the polling station duty. For EVM guarding, some CPMF would be left out, and we are also keeping some provision for repoll. The rest will move to the
8 persons sustained injury in a bomb blast at the residence of NPF candidate in Pungyar, KLACO. The incident occurred at his residence at Lanthongching, Langol today. All the injured are admitted at Sijo Hospital and the condition of one person is said to be critical. Poll personnel for the first phase of the assembly election today turned violent and vandalized the office of the DC Imphal West. The incident occurred after they were refused postal ballot papers. As per the order issued by DC Imphal West, postal ballot papers were distributed around 10 in the morning to the poll personnel today. However, the returning officers suddenly issued an order asking the poll personnel to cast their votes at Lenthoingambi Hall, but they demanded postal ballot papers, objecting the order. They damaged the doors and windows of the office. Timely intervention of additional SP Imphal West, Dr. S.A. Bomcha, brought the situation under control. A meeting was also held between the election polling officers and DC Imphal West. Later, ballot papers were distributed to the poll personnel. As the day of poll draws nearer, there has been an increase on the number of violent incidents involving workers of different political parties in different constituencies. Early this morning, some unknown miscreants fired at one BJP office at Wangkai Angom Lekai, Hidam Lampak, under polling station 15/50 in Wangkai constituency. However, there was no report of casualty. Sources said the firing took place around 4:45 in the morning today. Members of Women's Social Welfare Association Wangkai Angom Lekai staged a sit-in condemning the act. Treasurer of the association, Kumanthem Ongbi Binashwari, appealed to all concerned not to intimidate the voters and not to repeat such act in the public and residential areas.
Yumlakta nomai kapsanba bomlang sanba masai sigumba thabakse matungda makhata na amuana tawidana baidamakta hanna haijari aduga sigumba thawdoksi matungda amuana torokpa taragadi masigi daita se akoigi paliba sarkar sina pubigadoribra natraga asi na yaw taragadi masigi asi na gi thabaksi kanana pubigadobono habado masi masu khanda ningi loina na amuana hanna haijari amuana masigi thabakse tawbiganu vote ka mai rena nomai kapsalaga vote yagadobona te bom lang salaga vote yagadobona te habase pajamiyamna munna wakan tanasi.
One man was injured in a scuffle between the Congress and BJP workers over the allegation that Congress workers captured a Muslim BJP worker. The incident occurred yesterday evening around 4:30 p.m. at Komlakhong Yumnam Lairak, Mayang, Imphal. The injured person is identified as Hekruzam Rabichandra, 23 years, son of H. Panchom, from Uchiwal Lairak, Achauba. He sustained minor injury on the forehead. Two vehicles, a Bolero and a DI truck used by BJP workers, were also destroyed. Reports say around 1:30 p.m. yesterday, workers of BJP candidate Robindro alleged that a BJP worker was abducted by Congress workers. On the other hand, Congress workers clarified that Congress workers did not abduct any BJP worker. When the vehicle used in publicity campaign by Congress workers reached Komlakhong Yumnam Lairak, some persons pelted stones at the vehicle suddenly. A BJP worker identified as Naurim Kiran from Mayang Imphal, Pobakchau Thongkhong, threatened the people using his gun. He was captured by the locals and handed over to police. People of Hatta Golapati staged a sit-in today against the brutal assault of workers of Congress candidate Okram Henry in Wangkai constituency. The incident occurred yesterday at Hatta Golapati. They alleged that the miscreants not only damaged the properties of some houses but also assaulted 13 persons, including women. The protesters condemned the incident and appealed to the authority concerned to look into the matter.
अखोई इस्लाम की मरुआइबा मालिकी युमदा थेटफो फोटो अमगी पिक्चर से थुगाइबिरमे मखोई नसी इस्लामिक बु खोंगाउनबा तुंगोइनबा उसित थवोइदबा अखोई मुस्लिम बु हंथन येंगबा फिबम दो उपिरे ए मोइना मसी अखोई तगजानिंदे माइनॉरिटी ने हाइबगी मान उसित थवोइदबा माली माइनॉरिटी खुदिंगमकना माबु कंडेम तोफम थोई बीजेपी बु कंडेम तोफम थोई हाइबा वाफम मसी थमजरी.
A two-day training program for poll personnel in Chandel and Thengnopal kicked off at DC office Chandel district today. The training program highlighted the usage of EVM in polling stations. Representatives of various political parties participated in the program. Polling for these two constituencies will be held on March 8. 17 AR Post Commander Major Rajesh appealed to the locals of Yangang-Pokpi, which is situated in the adjoining areas of 4 districts, to take part in the 11th Manipur Legislative Assembly elections without fear. Speaking at the public meeting organized by 17 AR under 10 Sector IGAR South Imphal East, Major Rajesh appealed to those groups under SU not to disturb the election process. Villagers and village chiefs of 11 villages, representatives of KLA and ADCs attended the meeting. KG Moirang Kendra Kanba Apunba Lob, Iramdam Kanba Apunba Ima Lob and Women Upliftment Association today met the candidates of Moirang constituency in connection with the 11th Manipur State Assembly elections at INA Hold. The meeting discussed why the candidates are contesting the election and what they intend to do for the constituency. A convention on the framework agreement between the Government of India and NSCNIM was held today, jointly organized by United Committee Manipur UCM and Committee of Civil Societies Kanglei Park CCSK. UCM General Secretary YK Dhiren alleged that by not attending the signature campaign held today, the candidates showed that they are not concerned about the protection of the integrity of Manipur. UCM President Ilangbam Johnson, President of CCSK Arjun Tilheiba, Senior Journalist Iringbam Arun, representatives of various civil society organizations, student unions, women's organization attended the convention held at Indian Medical Association Hall, Lamphale. YK Dhiren said many of the important leaders of the state did not take part in the signature campaign, which has a historical significance. He said the politicians in their campaign said they will protect the territorial integrity of Manipur, but at this crucial moment, they are ignoring the issue. He also said the people should take the right action against the politicians. 127 candidates signed the campaign assuring their commitment to the issue.
Manipur के Chief Minister, Manipur Deputy Chief Minister, अंतर्गत Manipur के Speaker न सिंह election की campaign दे याम है ना Manipur की अपुन बगी सकता माकने मुसुं territorial integrity काहे लो है ना वो कोई मियाम द campaign तो रोगा सु असिगुम्बा फिबम मसीदा लाखी दा भाई बसे एक कोई याम ना मियाम लेवाक मियाम दा इन द नाम हाई बा अदुग थबक त नाम तौरा हाई बसे कोई मियाम न खनबी रगा मधुदी एक कोई ना मकोई दा सीमा तो वामसुं सीमा तो दबा दु दे एक कोई ना थोई ना है ना फोंगोक तरगा सु मसी लिबाक मियाम न खनबी कनाना करी गिदमुत लेबाक सी गिदमुत कनाना करी तौरिगे हैबसे कोई पुन्ना खंगमिनबगी तंगाई फदबदो आई थमजगे.
Extrajudicial Execution Victims Family Association Manipur IFAM and Kanglei Park Students Association KSA jointly staged a sit-in demanding justice for the victims of fake encounters at Kesampad Lemajam Lekai Community Hall today. Protesters displayed placards that read, "Punish the liar and killer, imprison the criminals, let's not support criminal candidates," etc. IFAM General Secretary Idina Yaikom said in the shadow of Afswa, there has been 1,528 fake encounter cases in Manipur over the last 20 years and the victims are not yet given justice.
Fake encounter da hatuk pikhiba singse sideda senaba khogi ibobi adagi Joy Kumar amadi Jaljit ahumse koina mihut oina thagat kumsi amadi makoi akhoi kesi asumba putokpiba oina makoi se jail thajansi haiba adugumbagi kholauda khogi IFAM gi organization gi members sing amadi khogi functionary sing na pullaga sinjaba adugumba kano protest tawjaba program amani ngasi Congress na bu pairazu BJP na bu pairazu karigumba fake encounter gi asumba justice puthokpirakani hairagadi kaisu fai kaiba leite adu.
A Chinese hand grenade was discovered last night around 9:30 in front of Sagolban Youth Development Association at Sagolban Bizoy Govinda. A team of Manipur bomb squad safely removed the bomb. Women of the locality today staged a sit-in against the planting of bombs in public places. It may be mentioned that Sagolban Youth Development Association office is close to the residence of Congress candidate R.K. Imo. No one has claimed responsibility of the planting of the bomb.
Akwai I masin hatongna amaga penadaba kanana karigi kaidobagi kari maramgi damaktano haiba wangje pakumje hangba pame akwai khanga pame sumana bomje langjala sumlega akwai masin thada du moina pami pandam ju pangara marala jadba sunaidaba kananta laitala no warba thalaba mioi kya du panga ngasi tangdu laitaba ngamden mapuchi yarep naba ka amal laireba masi thohan biganu haibase hanjana to basi miyamak to biganu haibase sum to akhoi si kari do haibanu haibama puning sa wahanga matatan hangeba arambagi supa khumlei asumbagi supa khumlei pakhum aniski marakta mama obine kari lepo haibanu ba sigi wahang sin aina mu hangjane je.
Manipur State Medicinal Plants Board Directorate of Ayush today organized a media sensitization program on medicinal plants of Manipur at the Directorate's conference hall in Lamphale. The program highlighted the urgent need to preserve and propagate the various medicinal plants found in the state. It also emphasized the economic viability of these medicinal plants which are in great demand all over the world. Manipur State Medicinal Plants Board Directorate of Ayush Lamphale has been taking up various projects in order to preserve and popularize devised medicinal plants. Professor Dr. P.K. Singh of Life Sciences Department, Manipur University, says from the ancient time medicinal plants were found in Manipur in abundance and the people are aware of their benefits but did not know how to preserve these plants. Professor C.H. Arun Kumar has been appointed Medical Superintendent of Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, RIMS. C.H. Arun Kumar passed MBBS in 1981 and worked in Jennings Hospital as well as in many other hospitals. He joined Department of Surgery, RIMS on April 20, 2002. Speaking to media persons, Professor C.H. Arun Kumar said he will work sincerely and honestly for the development of RIMS. He said he will introduce patient care service, water supply units at RIMS, enhance sanitization and cleanliness at the hospital. UCM, CCSK and CADA jointly today took out a torch rally yesterday evening demanding disclosure of the framework agreement signed between the Government of India and NSC and IM on August 3, 2015 in and around Konthosam. Various slogans such as "Do not disintegrate Manipur," "Framework agreement should not affect Manipur's territorial integrity," etc. were chanted by the protesters. The 6th annual observation day against the drugs was held at Thamaiban Sinam Lekai yesterday. As part of the event, Naharo Laisemba Club of Thamaiban Sinam Lekai organized a torch rally participated by more than 1,000 people. People carried banners that read "Stop abusing drugs, let's build a united society." A discussion on the role of musicians, Umanglai Harauba the Thili Khongliba Thaudang, was held by Umanglai Kanba Apunbalub Ukal and All Manipur Band Party Association at Lamyanba Sangland. The discussion aims at preserving the traditional use of the instruments during Umanglai Harauba. It also expressed apprehensions about the increasing use of instruments like tabla, organ, guitar, pad drum during Umanglai Harauba, threatening the tradition of Lai Harauba festival. Now news from the world of sports. Manipur Police Polo Club A lifted the trophy of the 57th Mountain Division Polo Tournament. In the final match played today, Manipur Police Polo Club A player S. Bimol scored 2 goals in the 4th chakka of the match, while H. Abung Kuman scored 1 more goal in the same chakka to beat Kurai Polo Club 3-1. The winners were presented with a cash award of 40,000 rupees and a trophy, while the runners-up were given a trophy and a cash award of rupees 30,000. Manipur Horse Riding and Polo Association organized the tournament under the aegis of 57th Mountain Division at Mapal Kangjebu. Eastern Sporting Union Wankai won the 8th All Manipur Football Association Senior Women's Football League for BM Singh Trophy. In the 9th league match played today, Eastern Sporting Union Wankai and Kripsa Naurimthong were drawn 2-2. Eastern Sporting Union Wankai scored 10 points to lift the rolling trophy and cash award of 10,000 rupees. Kripsa Naurimthong were the runners-up with 8 points and claimed the rolling trophy and cash award of 5,000 rupees. 5 women's teams competed in the tournament organized under the aegis of All Manipur Football Association at Kumalampak Artificial Turf Ground. All Manipur Adhyapatya Association in a press release said 12 players have been selected to represent Manipur in the 31st Senior Men and 27th Women Adhyapatya National Championship to be held in Hyderabad from March 9 to 11. India is planning to host one major boxing international tournament every year as announced by Indian Boxing Federation President Ajay Singh in New Delhi. Talking with media at the closure meeting of 2017 International Boxing Association (IBA), Ajay Singh says the first such event will be the Women's Youth World Championships 2017. IBA meeting was held in India for the first time and the chairpersons from 11 commissions of IBA attended the event to discuss the future of world boxing. Before we end, a quick look at the headlines once again. Campaigning for the first phase of Manipur Legislative Assembly elections ends today. As the day of poll draws nearer, election-related violent incidents are on the rise. UCM feels many candidates are not serious about territorial integrity. And Manipur Police Polo Club A win the 57th Mountain Division Polo Tournament.